back. If you've just joined us, you're watching the news at 10 live on Channels Television. A reminder of our top stories. Several persons, including 2 community leaders, are found dead as suspected militia group attacks 7 villages in Adamawa State. Traditional rulers challenge government on continued killings in parts of the country, demand severe action to curb trend. Activities in some universities come to a halt as the Non-Academic Staff Union and Senior Staff Association of Universities embark on another strike. And former Yemeni President Ali Abdullah Saleh is killed amidst fighting between his supporters and their former allies, the Houthi rebels. Now, for more on our top stories and others, please visit our website, channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb. Also, please log on to m.channelstv.com to watch us on your mobile device or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. The Channels TV and Channels 24 app will give you access to the Eyewitness feature with which you can share pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu, and then follow the instructions. The Inspector General of Police, Mr. Ibrahim Idris, has directed the immediate reorganization of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad SARS across the country and an investigation into allegations and complaints against its operations. The IGP's directive is coming as a response to calls, especially on the social media, for the scrapping of SARS with the hashtag #EndSARS. In a statement, Mr. Idris expressed concern over the public outcry on the need to reposition the security outfit for more efficiency and effective service delivery. He, however, applauded the effort of SARS in fighting violent crimes such as armed robbery, kidnappings and cattle rustlings in the country. The Inspector General says aggrieved members of the public can report their complaints against SARS personnel through the following channels: the IGP X Squad, the Force Public Complaints Bureau, and the Public Complaints Rapid Response Unit. Non-academic staff of Nigerian universities have made good their threat to resume the strike they suspended in September to register their displeasure at government's failure to heed their demands. They showed a shutdown of universities, signaling their readiness for a shutdown until the federal government accedes to their requests.
This is the University of Lagos. It appears unusually quiet as regular students are on holiday, but part-time and sandwich students are present. As the NASU strike begins again, the students are appealing to authorities involved to address the union's grievances.
I want to print my project so that I can submit to my project supervisor. There is no light on campus because the non-academic staff are not around. The light is off. Even the lecturers are not there to attend to us because they cannot stay in the heat.
The major effect is on the fresh year students, the incoming students, now the new entrants. And they were supposed to start their registration this morning, which they actually started at the main auditorium, at the multipurpose hall. And while they're having this, we're told that the members of this NASU people came around and then had to chase them away.
Still in the southwest, but at the University of Ibadan in Oyo State, workers are seen in their hundreds as they occupy the Vice-Chancellor's car park, and officials of the union address members who turn up for the protest.
The government is particularly tilting towards a particular group, while neglecting the other 3 groups in the university. And we have been trying to make sure that this did not happen today, but it seems government is not particularly interested.
At the Osun State University, the crisis is deeper as the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Labo Popola, and the university's non-academic staff had been at loggerheads before now. So this industrial action makes the situation worse, as the entrance of the Osogbo campus of the university was shut by the protesting workers, with palm fronds blocking everyone from gaining entrance into the premises. In the far north, in Bauchi State, students of the Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University Bauchi, who have just commenced their exams, may be the worst hit. Students just coming out from the examination hall are seen discussing the exam questions, but the chairman of the Joint Action Committee, Bolchi Branch, Comrade Austin Jadi, says their exams may be postponed if the strike continues.
You can see the students, particularly those that have started the CBT test. I think the centers are shut down. And if you don't have water, you don't have electricity, you don't have buses to transport them, particularly those that are on this campus, I think it's going to affect them adversely.
The Joint Action Committee of the University of Jos in Plateau State is in compliance with industrial action. As it appears, more chapters of the union may join the strike in the coming days.
The wife of the former president, Mrs. Patience Jonathan, has refiled a suit seeking to vacate a no-debit order placed on her bank account containing $15.5 million by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC. Mrs. Jonathan had accused the anti-graft agency of placing the order on her account without a valid court order. In ordering the refiling of the suit, Justice Mohammed Idris of the Federal High Court in Lagos held that it was not proper for the plaintiff to commence the suit by way of originating summons, since issues surrounding the ownership of the money are largely contentious amongst the parties. The respondents in the suit are the EFCC, Sky Bank, Wari Pamo Owe Dudafa, an aide to former President Jonathan, and 4 companies. The judge subsequently fixed January the 19th, 2018 as the date for the commencement of trial. And from there, we're going straight to Abuja, where Linda Akibe has more news. Good evening, Linda.
Hello, Ladi. And staying with the judiciary, the Federal High Court in Lagos has issued a bench warrant for the arrest of the former governor of Enugu State, Chimaroke Nnamani. Presiding Justice Chuka Obiozo made the order following Mr. Nnamani's failure to appear in court after the prosecution faulted the defense explanation for his absence. Mr. Nnamani's lawyer told the court that the former governor had undergone a heart surgery in the U.S., but the prosecution said the photographs brought as proof were taken in 2014. The former governor was to be rearranged by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission for alleged money laundering of 4.5 billion naira, an offence said to have been committed during his tenure as governor of Enugu State between 1999 and 2007. This latest attempt to rearrange Mr. Nnamani is coming 10 years after his first arraignment, alongside his aide, one Sunday Anyogu, and 6 firms. The court also ordered the arrest of the aide, Mr. Anyogu. Justice Obiozo has adjourned till December 14th for the rearrangement of the 2 defendants. Meanwhile, the former National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, Mr. Metuh, has alleged a threat to his life as a result of the subpoena requesting that former President Goodluck Jonathan appear as a witness in the 400 million naira money laundering case against him. The counsel to the former PDP spokesman, Mr. Emeka Etiaba, informed the court of the alleged threat, but insisted that the former president must testify in the case. Our correspondent Amaka Okafor reports.
The trial of the former National Publicity Secretary of the PDP continues, with the registrar informing the court of an affidavit of non-service submitted by the bailiff of the court after attempts to serve former President Goodluck Jonathan failed. This information prompts Mr. Emeka Etiaba, counsel to Mr. Metuh, to explain the difficulties faced by the defense in attempting to serve the former president. Mr. Etiaba alleges that there are threats to the life of his client, but that such threats will not force his client to withdraw his subpoena, requesting that the former president serve as a defense witness in the case. He also asks the court to adjourn the trial to enable the bailiff to attempt to serve the former president again, a request the prosecutor rejects.
I don't want to talk about the security and the threat, because that will heighten whatever we are encountering. But I can assure you that the threats are there. It is unprecedented that you are inviting, whether by means of subpoena or otherwise, you're inviting a former president of this country to come to court and give evidence for something he did in his official capacity.
Justice Okon Abang rules that the court has the right to set aside the subpoena if the defense continues to show by its actions that it intends to frustrate the case. But in this instance, the court decides to give the defense another opportunity to serve the former president. The court also rules that the prosecution can apply for the trial to end if they are of the view that the defense is deliberately trying to frustrate the case, a chance the prosecutor is more than willing to take.
For now, the court has given them the benefit of doubt by giving them an extended time to still try an attempt at serving the former president personally. If that fails and they don't employ other means of effecting subsequent service, definitely I shall resuscitate that application.
The case has been adjourned to the 5th of December for continuation of trial. Amaka Okafo, Channels Television News.
Away from the courts, trading activities in Utako markets, one of the popular markets in Abuja, Nigeria's capital city, were today brought to a halt as traders protested an alleged plan to demolish the market by the Abuja Municipal Area Council, AMAC. The traders who protested in separate groups outside the market are accusing the chairman of AMAC of breaching a lease agreement which they had with the Area Council 20 years ago. But the chairman of AMAC insists that no agreement has been breached, as AMAC only wants to modernize the markets.
Utako Market is one popular market in Abuja, Nigeria's capital city. For 2 days now, shops here have remained under lock and key as security operatives cordon the market. What could have led to this security action is perhaps the reason why some of these traders are protesting just outside the market premises. The traders are protesting an alleged plan to demolish the market, saying it is both a breach of a lease agreement which they entered into with the Abuja Municipal Area Council, AMAC, and a ploy to take over the market from them.
The government allocated the place to us. We build the structures by ourselves. We have been paying ground rate from 60,000 per annum. They increased it to 20,000 naira per annum, and we are still paying. Now they say that they want to remodel the market. We said, okay, let us come together and dialogue how we are going to remodel the market. They said no.
We couldn't go in because the entrance gates were locked. And all effort to even stand did not work. They were using tear gas and bullets to chase us.
However, the chairman of the Abuja Municipal Area Council denies the accusations, insisting that he is embarking on the remodeling of the market and that traders will not lose their shops.
For every trader who has a shop there, the new facility accommodates his interest. Nobody, in fact, we are not even, no new person will be entertained until the current holders of these shops, okay, are protected and defended by owning the new shops that is coming on board now. So no trader is going to lose a shop.
But traders are taking these assurances with a pinch of salt.
We have it on good notes where they have made such statement and failed. What he's trying to propose is trying to change the goalposts at the middle of the game.
The Utako market has existed for 20 years. Some traders among the protesters have also traded in this market since the last 2 decades. The business here is suddenly brought to a standstill because of this disagreement.
When the News at 10 returns, Nigeria's Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Report from FBN Quest shows negative reading in November, contrary to CBN's report of 8 consecutive expansion. That's in business news. Join us again.